Chapter 10 contains major spoilers. If that would upset you, this is not your video.
Are you ready? Destinia Cathedral is our enemy's home base. I suggest we stock up on supplies.
Marth knows what he's talking about.
Oh, the snow's really coming down out there.
Yeah, the cathedral always gets hit harder than anywhere else, huh?
And Ivy's late. We've been waiting here for ages. What if she never comes? Maybe things went bad at Brodia Castle and she didn't survive.
No way! Princess Ivy can handle herself.
Thanks, Rosado. You're sweet. Ugh, why is this happening anyway? Ever since Lord Sombron was released, Father's been acting weird. He used to be so kind to me. But since they came into the picture, it's like I hardly exist.
You mean the ones who showed up at Elugia Castle with Lord Sombron?
Yeah, that kid with the hood and the 4 weirdos who follow her around. Father probably only likes them because they brought him so many rings. I thought if I could get him some, he might praise me like he used to. Look how that turned out.
I'm sorry, Hortensia.
It's not your fault. What happened at the Grand Crossing? That was all me. I don't have any clue what Father's up to. I don't know why he wants the rings or what this ritual's about. I'm totally in the dark.
Hortensia. Pardon me for interrupting.
Hey, Goldmary.
King Hyacinth has asked you to join him at the altar. And he wants you to have this.
An emblem ring?
Whoa, the king gave you another one, huh?
He said you should wear it and prepare yourself for battle.
That must mean the Divine Dragon is coming. Good. I'll get some answers about what happened at Brodia Castle. Let's go, you two!
We've arrived. Destinia Cathedral. Vale's directions really did help. Let's head inside, quickly.
Hold on a moment.
What is it, Marth?
I sense the Fell Dragon's presence. He's waiting for us inside the cathedral. We're not ready to fight him. If the ritual has been completed, we should retreat. And even if it hasn't, I think we had best escape at the first sign of danger.
You mean leave King Morian behind?
I'm worried about all this. We shouldn't stay any longer than we have to. Whatever we do, we must avoid a direct encounter with the Fell Dragon.
It'll be all right. Princess Ivy said that Sombron can hardly move, remember? Plus, we have half of the emblem rings. Even if they had the rest, we'd be evenly matched.
It is true that with the allies we've gained, we are formidable. But I urge you, as our leader, do not fall prey to overconfidence.
Perhaps I am being too bold. Still, despite everything we're facing, I'm calm. I think it's because you're here, Marth.
Me?
With you and the other emblems supporting us, we're all feeling more courageous. I hope you'll always stay with us.
We are not going anywhere. We will remain by your side until the end of this journey.
Thank you. Now, is everyone ready? It's time to put a stop to this ritual and bring King Morian home.
I bid you welcome to Destinia Cathedral. We're so happy to greet you, loathsome divine dragon.
Spare us your lies!
Alas, your presence indicates that Ivy lost her battle. A predictable outcome, of course. You don't appear to have taken her captive. I assume her body has been left for the birds.
You mean my sister is dead?
Where have you hidden King Morian?
All will be known in due time.
Tell us now!
Look, over there! There's someone beside the altar! Can it be? Tiamat, its father, he's alive! Don't worry, Father! We're here to save you! Something's wrong. Father!
He's been...
It appears you were a few moments too late. As you can see, the ritual has been carried out.
Hyacinth! You bastard!
We have to leave at once. Call a retreat without delay.
We can't!
King Morian is beyond our aid.
What do you mean? You would have us leave our own father behind? I cannot! I will not abandon him here! The only option is to fight Hyacinth. I won't flee after what he has done!
Diamant, Ulchrist,
Foolish, but I'm not a bit surprised.
the doors.
Yes, we're trapped within.
This grand cathedral will serve as your grave. Thanks to your impetuousness, you brought the rings unto my very hand.
Hyacinth, you...
You're a monster. That's our father! You're going to pay for this. Here and now!
So be it, Hyacinth. Now we fight!
Welcome to Destinia Cathedral. Engage splits cleanly into 3 acts, each culminating in truly special chapters. Every component of Engage, story, animation, music, and of course gameplay, gets extra attention, and the result becomes more than the sum of its parts. Chapter 10 is the first of those memorable Engage peaks. If I start talking about the music, I'm never going to stop, so let's focus on the gameplay. Chapter 10 is the first map since Chapter 5 without new units or emblems. Fiorne Castle tested your fundamental tactics with a mostly fixed team. This map, in addition, tests how well you've used the team building tools given to you since Chapter 5. The map's first half concludes the arc of Chapters 8 and 9. We've gone from fighting on home turf to contesting the border to attacking a well-entrenched foe. Rosado and Goldmary are in position and ready to strike immediately. Supporting them in their pincer attack, we're facing enemy magic artillery. That long-range damage can easily kill weakened units. If you try to take him out with a flyer, you'll encounter the real area denial threat, Hortensia's Freeze. Hortensia's emblem has a Divine Pulse skill, giving her a chance to turn misses into hits, so the listed hit rates undersell the danger. She can easily kill a unit by trapping them behind enemy lines. Unlike Chapter 7, she won't let us off easy with a weak engage attack, so even once you close in, she's a tough customer. After defeating Hortensia, the Freeze Staff's your reward, with however many uses are remaining. That's not the only loot to think about. You don't want to miss the Elfire and Draco Shield chests. As often, there's a thief who will beeline to them and run off with their contents if you dawdle. Taking him out gives you a steel dagger. That's just the first half of the map. You can take your time regrouping behind the door, but you only get 3 energy tiles. Once you break down the door, you'll face Hyacinth and Corrupted Morian, each flanked by support units and a pair of flyers that spawn on the sides. Hyacinth's emblem is by far the most intimidating we've seen yet. He has a massive 10 range engage attack with a bow every other turn. Any flyers you brought to the map's first half, or even frail infantry, can be one-rounded from across the room. Corrupted Morian's also a tough customer, and it's easy to have a unit picked off by Hyacinth after taking damage from Morian's group. Once you reach Hyacinth's group, he'll aggro and pull out another trick, spawning doubles who can chain attack and limit your ability to surround him. If you've run out of resources defeating the first 2 bosses, he'll get several turns to threaten kills with his player phase weapons. If you couldn't tell yet, these climactic chapters raise the difficulty along with the stakes. There are a few tricks that take a lot of the sting out. A flyer or Camilla user with 2 range and canter can take out the artillery without staying in freeze range. To refill your meters, you can trap the archer reinforcements and let them take potshots at your units before breaking down the door. There's also a part of the AI scripting you can exploit. Morian can aggro without breaking down the door if you teleport into the room. Then you can retreat to the doorway, teleport back, and duel him without any meddling from Hyacinth or Morian's group. The AI isn't coded to break down the door themselves, and none of his lackeys have 2 range. If you avoid those tricks, the map's a study in careful positioning and rationing your resources. Enemies are layered, so taking out one foe puts you in another's sights, but there are gaps. With precise maneuvering, you can isolate individual groups and take them out. Cancer's really becoming worth its weight in gold. It lets units enter the danger zone and then retreat to safety. Flight can also let you manipulate enemy ranges that would otherwise overlap. When you reach a boss, it's then important to make sure you're not wasting engage meters. A lot of previous videos have featured just throwing the kitchen sink at a boss, but when there are 5 veteran plus enemies on the map, economy is key. It's easy to run out of good engage attacks facing Hyacinth, and that can go sideways quickly. Favorite food lets you recharge a 4th emblem, which makes things easier, but it's one of the first maps you might need to actively select a few emblems to hold in reserve for the second half. I'm not going to faff around with any of that tiptoeing around enemies and holding my fire. I have a more direct approach in mind. You see, on most maps, I'm juggling both short and long-term objectives. Chapter 10's different. Instead of training in it, you train for it. Thanks to that previous work, I have quite a strong team, and it's time to see what I can do with the fruits of my labor when I'm not holding back. To the west, we'll work on player phase. There's a big gap between the retainer forces and Hortensia's squad. You can eliminate that entire side without letting them attack and without entering Hortensia's range if you have the movement and firepower. That shows Star, my Great Knight Lapis, sporting build +4 and arm shield plus. With some love, she's gone from a below-average sword fighter to a virtual Jagan. She can just one-round Rosado without any fuss, turn 1. I'm not sure I've ever had a unit on this map who could do that without even engaging. Just a speed tonic and a big axe is all she needs. With Rosado handled using only a single action, my other units can take out his group without fearing retaliation. The usual Sigurd and Celica movement tools will yet again prove invaluable. To the east, we'll work on enemy phase. That shows Star. Behold level 17 Vidame-Céline. She's so high level thanks mainly to Micaiah's XP factory. Last time, facing Camilla, she took a break from exploiting augmented healing to exploit augmented teleportation, turning arguably the game's hardest map into a cakewalk by skipping most of it. It's only fitting she conclude this active engage by showcasing yet another broken Micaiah tool. Nosferatu's the most powerful level 10 engage weapon in the game thanks to its effect, unrestricted lifesteal. It's taken my only speed augment crystals, but Celine's able to hit the benchmarks at double in one round to every enemy around Goldmary without tome. With bottomless HP, we can just Leroy Jenkins into range and watch the fireworks. Goldmary has a ridiculous 19 speed, so even Celine can't double her. Alir and Amber will handle Goldmary and clean up stragglers, so Celine can keep holding forward. Amber's sporting a new inherit, Momentum. The amount of enemies he can one-shot has increased significantly. That I only need 3 units to the east enables the western side to work out. This is a great example of how the action economy of enemy phase combat enables player phase combat. Chloé's the only one who doesn't need to pick a side. She's handling the treasure. In the map's second half, Diamant and Alchrist have unfinished business with what remains of their father. Amber and Citrinne will emotionally support their lieges and enact revenge on Hyacinth. Alir, reunited with Marth, will go from boss to boss, fighting with Mercurius. I'm excited. You should be too. Our destiny awaits.
Father, it's me. It's your son.
Isn't there some way we can change him back?
There's nothing we can do. The king you knew is gone.
No.
We have to end this.
What are you saying, brother?
You think Father would want to live like this? As this abomination fighting for Hyacinth? We have to let him die as the proud nobleman he was. As the king of Brodia.
I don't know if I can do this.
We must. We will free King Morian's soul. And take down Hyacinth.
John starts us off.
I'll do
He
my
killed
best.
flyers at level 1 with a silver bow. Anyone can do that. But not everyone has reliable longbow kills. He's really shaping up into a flyer's worst nightmare.
Keep everyone safe.
While Chris using a silver bow +2, I forged, so he would have 100 hit. Buying momentum and using an iron bow is easier, but having one super bow is a good use of ore. He'll support Lapis in her attack for perfect reliability.
I had no choice but to win.
Lapis shows off an unnecessary advance and moonwalk to take out Rosado.
How dare you make Hortensia sad?
Advance could matter here. It means you don't need a 6 movement unit for this. Rosado's Killer Axe usually threatens a unit death, but Lapis can just tank a crit no problem.
You took me out just like Princess Ivy, huh?
Everyone else seems out of reach, but with Celica, Citrinne can get another kill. A lone mage isn't a threat. Even if Rosado had crit, Lapis would be fine. The key to player phasing is finding that threshold, when whoever's left can't score any kills.
My apologies. Please forgive me.
Chloé can grab the Draco shield. She's out of range of any enemies except the Artillery, who barely scratches her. We're keeping one chest unopened so the thief still has something to move towards. Even though I got a silver dagger from the Ancient Well, I still want this thief's steel dagger. Celica gets in range of as many enemies as she can by springboarding off of the armor who could attack Amber and Alir. I can't confirm this, but it does seem to me that enemies would prefer attacking Amber or Alir. Nosferatu lifesteal appears to be factored in. Luckily for us, the AI won't refuse to attack even if Celica gains HP from combat, so long as they can do damage first.
Not forget your loss.
Diamant can attack this armor, chain attack for Anna, or not attack at all. Each advances the RNG differently without affecting future moves, so it's good insurance for a fancy enemy phase. This is one part of my game I'm working on. I would normally be making stuff up as I go, but if I already have my moves planned, ordering them to maximum reliability is a good idea. While we watch the fireworks, I want to remember Celine's journey here. Don't worry, I'm not benching her. I'm just giving Celine her flowers before she steps back a bit. Celine took Celica for chapters 4, 5, and 6, most notably warping into the treasure room in chapter 5. Then, with Marth's Mercurius, she promoted immediately after Anna's paralogue. From chapter 8 on, she used Micaiah to shatter the soft level cap. Celine's already made herself useful with that training. She alternated between physical and magical offense while handling the entire northern side of chapter 9, and with the combination of staves and swords, she handled the middle of Tiki's paralogue. As our only good rescue user, she's the only reason we have Camilla now. Had I not planned for early Camilla, she might have seen only a few maps. As you probably noticed, I don't exactly lack for magical girls. I'm glad Celine's blossomed. Pure combatants can make the game boring with this much investment. The version of my chapter 9 where Lapis holds forward and wins because Kagetsu does 3 damage wouldn't be a thrill ride, but Celine's different.
I must insist now. Please die.
She can thrive early with bases and bond ranks, and as her 25 magic growth starts to kick in, the unique utility of Vidame always gives her something to do. Picking off individual units is often important to weaken this group. Ulcris can show one method, using Canter and 2 range to pick off the flyer and retreating to safety. Celine would be fine, the flyer's just another HP source. But I won't pass up Ulcris getting momentum and a level. John takes out the mage. Diamant needs a springboard or he's going to fall too far behind to contribute, so we use Tail Smash and Canter into the armor's range. That guy has a poleaxe you should watch out for. He prevents reckless cavalry charges. Lapis actually tanks it, no problem, but we'll use John instead. We're hoping John doesn't hit an 11% crit chance on enemy phase. It's a shame his dex is so good. Lapis lets the kid have his fun, and Citrinne recovers Lapis back to full, merging the timelines where Rosado misses, hits, and crits. Anna's soothing the part of me mad that Celine's getting almost no XP by grinding bond rank through Dragon Vein. Unlike Shield Gambit, this isn't RNG, so it's the first of many. Normally it's hard to route these in, most veins block movement, but if you move everyone first it doesn't matter. Anna and Camilla will become friends quickly. Chloé can pick up the next chest. Now the thief will retreat. You can definitely just hold forward with Céline and dodge stuff probably, and ignore any counterfactuals, but there's shocking fractal complexity to this interaction I couldn't resist showing you. Goldmary has 65 hit on Céline, which affects the square Céline's on as well as her health. She has 2 different spots to attack Céline from, so Céline can be in 3 places right now. Because Goldmary's Steel Blade attacks last, it's actually a pretty good counter to Nosferatu, because Céline can't heal back the damage from the hit. We're lucky Goldmary attacks last, or this whole strat wouldn't work. Céline needs 15 HP to take the next group of enemies on. Her first opponent's an armor who threatens 14 damage, and once he makes his generous donation to the Céline Nosferatu Fund, she'll be fine against the others. If Céline dodges or gets pushed south, she needs Cantor to get in range of all the enemies. Worst case scenario, she needs more HP than she'd steal by attacking the Thief or Goldmary, she won't be in range of the armor, and she can't use a Vulnerary because that doesn't activate Cantor. Luckily, she has Micaiah's Healing Light. Healing someone up lets her activate Cantor after full movement while healing herself. There aren't any valid targets yet, which is where Amber comes in. Because Céline didn't go full north last turn, Amber's guaranteed to have a spot to attack Goldmary from. The next problem's his reliability. Rosado and Goldmary have personal skills giving, against male opponents, 20 hit and avoid respectively. Girl power's usually the safest approach, but Amber's the only unit available for the job. He wants Aspiring Hero to cancel out Disarming Sigh, so Goldmary has to be alone. If Céline's next to Goldmary, that means Céline dodged, so I can just move Céline up immediately and use the Thief as a springboard. It works out nicely. Céline and Amber may both need the other to move first, but never at the same time, so they don't deadlock. This is also where Céline missing Goldmary can be managed. Amber has a Silver Lance, and while that will let Goldmary get a hit in on a Leer, that's okay. Amber's moving into the northeast corner next turn, so his final position doesn't matter that much. At that point, assuming Goldmary hits Amber, Céline can move forward, heal Amber and herself, and then canter into place. A Leer with Mercurius has the kill on Goldmary. A Leer's going to mop up the retreating Thief, so like Amber, she's flexible. There's a final puzzle piece. Why the concern about manipulating RNG with Diamant if I have everything covered? Turns out there's still one way this can go wrong. Céline could proc Ignis. Then Goldmary would only have 15 HP. Amber's Slim Lance is exactly 15, so Amber would kill without taking damage. Amber needs max damage for Hyacinth. He can't skip the Strength Meal or his new toy Momentum. There aren't any weapons weaker than the Slim Lance. He can't move farther on turn 1, which would take away 1 damage from Momentum, because the Sword Fighter would attack him. Amber could take a hit with the Iron Great Lance, but he'd still kill Goldmary, denying a Leer the Mercurius kill. That's a lot of casework. It's somewhat humbling. Had I not played this map many times refining the clear, I wouldn't have considered untimely Ignis at all. I'm sure several maneuvers I've advertised as airtight have holes I've missed because they never actually happened to me. In this timeline, I'll keep Amber out of the mage artillery range and have him support a Leer. That means Céline can't reach the pillar, but she's fine either way. A Leer's the shakiest part. There are ways you could simplify this whole idea. More tonics for Céline, figuring out how to switch Amber with a different unit on the west side, or just giving Amber the Goldmary kill. As you've noticed, I enjoy trying to optimize these little things, even if they don't make or break anything. And once I saw how the possibilities played out, I couldn't resist showing this. It's rare to see 12 cases with so many different responses for a single round of combat, almost like a chess composition. Engage's tactical and strategic depth continues to impress.
No. I mustn't add to Hortensia's grief. I'm much too precious to her.
Goldmary, the queen of the humble brag. Céline can yet again charge as deep into enemy lines as possible. Hortensia will get a reliable freeze, but Céline's not stuck with the enemies. The enemies are stuck with her. John, I know you crit everything in sight last map, and that was awesome. This time though, please don't. Thank you. Anyone who's looking for extra math homework can figure out whether my choice to give Céline a Dex tonic was correct. Is 4% more hit worth the extra 2% Ignis proc rate against Goldmary?
Forget your loss.
Nosferatu's a great example of why Engage weapons are so much fun. It's ranged from a dominant strategy to pretty bad in different Fire Emblem titles due to the inherent positive feedback loop of lifesteal. The limits on forging, Céline won't run around the flyer, and we don't have a single way to fix that. And the hard rule that 1 out of every 4 turns can't use Nosferatu means they can let it feel enjoyably broken without actually breaking the game. Because the artillery targeted Alir, she doesn't need to take damage for favorite food. That means I could use my original strategy, Alir handling the archer and Amber the thief. But Amber is out of reach. That means there's no room for improvement over my notes. Alir can't get the kill with Mercurius, so I forged Folkvanger +2 for this. It would have pained me to rewind just to prevent this crit. I'm happy things worked out, so Alir's damaged already. This archer's a lot scarier when you can't just whack him the first turn he spawns.
Just like a hero.
Yes.
With Alir's support, Céline can reliably take out this flyer.
I will not forget your loss.
This armor is Diemon's ticket to Hortensia, courtesy of Edelgard Airlines. I'll give an aspiring hero a lot of shine, but fair fight's also fantastic, especially early game, where reliably taking damage matters just as much as reliably dealing it.
You put up a good fight.
Ulcris gets the first strike against Hortensia.
You took my sister from me! I'll never forgive you!
I cannot allow this.
Jean will take the opportunity to use Divine Blessing while moving forward. This is just for XP, it won't matter.
Thank you.
Diamant can finish the first HP bar with Houses Unite. Managing your best boss killer attacks like Houses Unite and Quadruple Hit so you can use them twice makes this map easier. With 3 houses it's easy, but Ulcris can only recharge next turn because I engaged turn 1.
Remember this.
With Lapis' support, Anna lets me show off the new toy I got from the Ancient Well. Yeah, Elsurge would have doubled and easily killed, so what?
I'm pretty tough, you know.
Citrinne can leapfrog Jean just as Jean did with Diamant. With Citrinne's movement and bulk, she's reliant on Warp Ragnarok for combat. She'll do more than recover spam soon enough, don't you worry. Lapis can cover Hortensia's last side and get started breaking down the door. I could have routed in Hortensia's second HP bar this turn, but there's no rush, and Alir has unique dialogue I'm missing. The solution's to encircle Hortensia. As a bonus, that means we now have something for Summon Hero to do. Red's so Hortensia sees a break with her Lance Lewin. So long as she has a valid target with Lewin or Elfire, she'll choose that over freezing someone. I don't think there's anything we could roll that'd be a problem. Sigurd will certainly work. Encircling Hortensia can be a way of saving engage attacks, but for us it's just for letting Alir catch up.
Careless!
Amber just barely lives 2 of these. You know, Amber's supposed to take out this mage with a javelin in my notes, but let's let Sigurd have this one. I feel kind of bad just summoning units only to get broken every single nat. The scary purple aggro line and exclamation points trying to warn you Hortensia's Lewin is effective against dragons, which includes Alir. For reference, you also saw one from Rosado because he had a high crit weapon. This is why Alir needed to save Lodestar Rush. It's the only clean way to see this dialogue.
You! dragon! You're the one who killed my sister, aren't you?
No, Ivy is alive.
Then where is she? If she's alive, prove it!
I don't know where she is.
See? I knew it! You're lying! I'm gonna make you pay for what you did!
I think it's a shame this dialogue's optional. It's one of the only lines that gives us a window into Hortensia the character and not the plot point.
Oh, I lost. Why do I always lose? Well, I won't let you kill me.
My turn?
Because Amber didn't get a chance to canter, he's a square behind where I planned. It'll be fine. There's some leeway here.
With that emblem at his side, King Hyacinth will be able to fire arrows from a great distance. Let us proceed with caution.
Lapis will get the ball rolling by moving into Morian's range. She of course has nothing to fear from any of these enemies doing puny physical damage. Everyone else moves forward. There's a lot of potential situations here in terms of who's hurt, so Chloe's contract can sometimes help Céline heal people up. In my planning, Lapis was a bow knight, because Jean wasn't rostered then. The amount of snowballing she's done in Great Knight this run has shocked even me. The haters say she's great value Chloé who becomes a Brave Assist bot, but I'm seeing someone who can go into a boss group without even checking damage. She's a great reminder that you don't have to let the tier list tell you who can and can't be a superstar. Lapis will follow Céline by taking a step back for the immediate future, but I didn't realize how odd it'd look, asking someone who can solo half the map to play support. This isn't the last you'll hear from her, trust me. I should try this build with Alear sometime. Because I've kept things rolling for the longer DLC maps, I haven't done much Blazing Lion. Let's slow roll this a little and let Roy shine. With flames between Morian and us, his movement will be considerably restricted. You can't always player phase a boss with a flurry of engage attacks, and you definitely can't always surround a boss. Using terrain to hem foes in can easily become a fixture of your play. I'll note that Alear could have tried to get damage here if favorite food were inactive, but this is more convenient.
Emblem Engage!
Citrinne, come on. There's a lot of RNG here, so I end up rewinding once I see the Morian pattern I get. You'll see why I'm chancing things in a moment. Hyacinth holds his fire until you're within range of his group, so we can freely position units here. I haven't shown many catch-your-breath turns like this one, but when I'm just playing a random engage run, there's a lot more of these. I think it's easy to either think of low turn counts as the one true way to assess Fire Emblem gameplay, or as completely irrelevant. But I will say that future challenge maps will not be so kind as to give us no time pressure beyond collecting treasure. You never have to go as fast as this series does. The game doesn't expect you to replay a map over and over to cut extra turns like I'm doing. But I've seen a lot of people play slowly through the early game and find the late game time pressure overwhelming. Building a team capable of moving quickly is a good goal to have. I can always hold my Lapis back, but I can't make General Louis a Nosferatu tank. Morian could have broken Lapis, in which case this sword fighter would live. We have plenty of units. If anything, that would have been more convenient. John and Amber have work to do against Hyacinth, so they take kills to springboard forward.
I need to be more diligent.
I'd rather have a multi-unit override here, but Amber doesn't have a weapon weak enough to spare the monk.
That settles it.
Citrinne can heal up Alir. Either way, Alir must dodge Morian. Asher Storm would kill afterwards. Perceptive will come in clutch. Citrinne's support also gives 5 Avoid to add more reliability. I haven't lauded Engage's voice acting enough. It's absolutely stellar. If I didn't shut up and let this play out, it'd be a crime against gaming.
King Morian, you said you wanted to duel when we made it back to the castle, remember? I wish we could have crossed swords as friends. But now, we must face each other as enemies.
Emblem, engage! Father, if you have to die, let it be by my hand. This would be an unbearable burden for Diamant. So I must... I must do this, Father! If some part of you is still in there, just... thank you for everything. I love you. I always will. One strike will decide it all. I see you!
Stand down or perish! This is our last sparring match, isn't it, Father? When I was a boy, you taught me the meaning of strength. You'd make light of it. But you were preparing me for when I'd have to fight my own battles. That day has come. And you prepared me well. Your life was devoted to protecting Brodia's honor. Now I take on that mantle. Was I a good son? I should have asked you that sooner. You instilled in me pride and strength. But most importantly, you gave me your love. I should have told you what that meant.
Céline needs to keep Diamant healed up for the same reason as Alir. Diamant Stone protects him, but I want Hyacinth to target someone else. Truth be told, the only reason Diamant and Alcris have seen anything past Chapter 8 is this dialogue. They'll join Eunuch on the bench soon enough. Eunuch's 5 movement and canter would have made this clear a lot easier, but where was the fun in that?
Strong of body, strong of heart.
I don't think Morian's especially well written, but the voice acting really does elevate the story beat. Anna's going to lighten the mood, doing something I didn't plan for this early. A Hurricane Axe Dark Inferno. Flyers do not stand a chance. You rarely even need good magic. Effective 60 might normally suffices. Now only Hyacinth stands in our way. He's going to activate this turn and Astrostorm a target. Because Astrostorm has such long range, you can move to many different squares, and like the Mage Cannon with Veronica, it becomes a whole mess. There I just YOLO'd it, but here I have a better plan. Chloé has 2 Seraph Robes and a weakness to bows. That means Hyacinth does 40 damage, but Chloé still lives. So long as there's no kill, that big damage is a lightning rod for his AI. Chloé positions at the very edge of his range. That'll take her out of commission, which is a shame because she could flex Reprisal, but it gives me a consistent final turn.
Tell me, how do you feel about the new Brodian king? Once Lord Sombron drank his blood, we had no need of him, but we corrupted him for you. Am I not generous? You can show your gratitude by dying for Lord Sombron.
I think this about sums up how balanced Chloé's stats and flying classes are in Engage. Imagine what a Chloé with real investment could do here. As is tradition, we'll route the map. Jean and Lapis get to work cleaning up Hyacinth's lackeys.
I have to keep everyone safe. You're going down. I won't let this go to my head.
Lapis is so good, the mage never saw her coming. You know how I said I wasn't sure I've ever had a unit walk up to Rosado and one-round him as cleanly as Lapis did? I'm pretty sure I've never had a unit walk up to Hyacinth and do the same. Amber has an energy drop, strength +2 from Emil, the best strength of any unit so far, and inherited momentum getting quadruple value with Leaf's Engage attack. This is Amber's calling card. Unlike most combat, there's no forging your wave halfway. You either have a unit who can do this, or you don't.
Just like a hero.
You're definitely my hero, Amber.
I had no choice but to win.
Anna needs to do a little chip damage to save me a magic tonic on Citrinne. Sure, I could have attacked at one range to mitigate the risk of a crit, but let's live a little dangerously. Thankfully, the killer bow Hyacinth uses only has 10 crit. I originally had Citrinne take the kill here so she could use Divinely Inspiring. With better recover XP routing, she's already at level 15. We're giving her the Master Seal Hyacinth drops, so she'd waste the boss XP instead of doubling it like a Lear will. Citrinne can't do what Yunaka did to Celica, warping into danger and taking all comers. What she's showing here scales a lot better into the late game, taking out a single weak foe or pitching into a boss kill. Lear does the honors. She'll get exactly enough XP for level 15. That's about the benchmark I have in my head for playing this a DLC. Unless you give a unit an early seal, they'll usually hit about 15 before they get a chance to promote.
Please, no more, no more!
That's chapter 10. I hope it lived up to my hype. Celine's MVP for likely the last time. Well deserved, wouldn't you say? There's a lot about to happen. No one needs the peanut gallery for that, so I'm signing off. Next time, chapter 11.
We've won, Hyacinth. It's over.
Get away! Do not come near me!
And now, I avenge my father.
That spell! It's you. The one who killed my mother.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was finished there.
I'm not being merciful, merely pragmatic.
The ritual was a success. The fell dragon will be here in a moment.
He can move once again? That means the sacrifice worked.
Here he comes.
Lord Sombron!
It seems my powers have returned because of you.
It was an honor, my lord.
And yet, I still hunger for more.
Please, my lord, devour these fools.
Alas, I have a different meal in mind.
Huh?
Only sovereign blood will quell my hunger. You understand. I want your blood. And I will take it.
No.
King Hyacinth!
I thought he and the Fell Dragon were on the same side.
Now that was entertaining.
What? Did you see his face? The shock?
The betrayal?
Stop laughing! What's wrong with you?
Is that... Vale?
You irritating girl. You had to go and ruin my fun. This is why I detest humans.
No, it can't be, but... that's the bandage I used to dress her wound.
I should introduce myself. I am Sombron's daughter, the Fell Princess. You may call me Vale. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Vale. What do you mean, the Fell Princess? How could you deceive us like this?
Deceive you? We've never even spoken before.
What?
Enough idle chatter, Vale. Take the rings.
As you wish, Father.
Well, well, well. If it isn't the Divine Dragon and their merry band. Fancy running into you here.
It's you again. I know you. You're the wretch who stormed Firenze Castle.
Wretch? Not much of a greeting, that. But I guess the fault is mine for not properly introducing myself. You have my apologies for my man's actions in Firenze. I take responsibility for what he's done. Take comfort in the fact I killed him myself.
What?
As for who I am, my name is Zephyr. I am a mage dragon of great power, and Lord Sombron's humble servant in all things. As for my companions here, they are like family to me. Together we are known as the Four Hounds.
You tell yourself that. She's a dragon and the rest of us are humans. Family, she calls us. The name's Gris, and I'm not the prisoner-taking type.
Call me Marnie. I heard we'd be meeting some royalty today, but you look like a bunch of losers to me.
I am Mavier. The pleasure is all mine. Lady Vale has told us much about you.
I don't care what you call yourselves. You're in our way. Now stand aside! Come on. We can fight our way past them. Everyone, engage with emblems! The rings!
Something the matter? The Draconic Time Crystal. Of course you had it with you all along. Sorry, but I just had to take it back again. I grabbed it during your little chat with Zephyr. Amazing you didn't notice. You must not be very bright.
Hold on. You used it?
Yes. Now all your rings are here, right where they belong.
Give them back!
6, eh? I have to admit I'm impressed. Father, the emblem rings.
Well done. Now the rings are in my possession. Good. Now to purge them of any trace of divine dragon power. To begin, the Ring of the Hero King.
Marth!
Shine on, emblem of beginnings.
Marth? Marth, speak to me! Please!
It's no use. My father's spell power is now coursing through the emblem ring. He's no longer the sweet little Marth you knew.
No, please!
Provide for us, emblem of the Holy War.
Sigurd!
Care for us, emblem of echoes. Heal us, emblem of dawn.
Celica! Micaiah! Stop it! Just stop!
Free us, emblem of genealogy. Rise up, emblem of binding.
Lee! Roy! I can't do this without you.
Say goodbye to your beloved emblems. Now they belong to us. Oh, how I wanted these two. Marth and Sigurd. After killing Lumera, I was forced to leave them back there with you. Do you have any idea how irritating that was for me?
Vale!
We must retreat, Divine One!
Oh, so now you want to turn tail and run? We have all your rings and you have nothing. Abandon hope. You will all die.
Give them back! Give them back to me!